The supine 90-90 is a position you can do a lot of exercises from. First, I am going to cover isometric breathing and bracing, and later in the video we add on dynamic breathing and bracing using the dead bug exercise. Isometric breathing and bracing. Supine just means lying on your back, and 90-90 refers to the angles you are creating with your legs. Lay down on your back with your feet against the wall. If you don't have a free wall, you can rest your calves on top of a low bench or couch. Adjust your hips a distance away from the wall so that it creates a 90-degree angle with your knee and hip angles. Place a long resistance band under your low back. Now there are 4 steps to this that are kind of tough to see on video in great detail because there's not a ton of movement. Number 1, press your low back into the floor with the cue, pull your belly button into your spine, and use the band as a tool here to confirm that you've done it. If you can't pull the band out, then your back is flat. Number 2, start diaphragm breathing by trying to breathe into your hips. Rest the 5-pound plate on your belly button, letting it sink down so that you can raise it up with your breath and confirm your diaphragm breathing. Number 3, forcefully exhale 110% of the air in your lungs to create a deep abdominal contraction called the brace. And keep this brace with the cue, ribs down, pelvis up, or simply shorten the distance between your ribs and your belly button. Number 4, maintain your brace and slowly diaphragm breathe for 3 to 6 repetitions. Continue to hold the weight there on top of your contracted abdominal muscles, and if the weight sinks down at all, it will tell you that your brace is coming undone and you've lost tension. As you get more skilled with this, you'll be able to work at a higher intensity, contracting your abdominals between 80 to 100% effort, and 6 slow breaths will feel really tough at that point. Now, if you train squats and deadlifts, you can also try another variation of this, a different version of step 4, where you brace, you take a big breath, and then for step 4, you're going to hold your breath with a closed throat for 3 to 6 seconds, and that will be 1 repetition. This is tough for you to maintain your brace and that 80 to 100% level intensity. Do this for 3 to 6 reps, and that skill is going to transfer amazingly directly to the breathing and bracing and the Valsalva maneuver that you need on heavy squats and deadlifts when you're doing them in the 1 to 6 rep range. Because trying to breathe and brace like this on higher rep work, above 6 reps, is not really recommended. Options. Some lifters with bigger butts may find this exercise uncomfortable lying flat on the floor, and you can use blankets or pillows to prop up your hips or low back to find a position that is comfortable. That might take some experimentation. And then if you do prefer to do it seated, you can use a chair with a back on it, or sit on a box or a stool with your back against a wall or rack upright. Follow all the same steps, and then instead of holding a weight on your belly, you can use a long band around your belly button instead. Fix the band to something solid, or you can have a friend hold it behind you. Okay, now the second exercise, dynamic leg lowering anti-extension exercise, what's commonly called the dead bug. But the dead bug, as it's normally done, is without a lot of intention, and this version is way harder and way more helpful in my opinion. This is done freestanding, not against a wall. You're going to do steps 1 through 3 identical as above in the first exercise, and then we make step 4 more dynamic. You are going to slowly extend your legs toward the floor while maintaining low back contact with the floor and your brace. You can use that long band again here and continue to actively pull at it to give you that dynamic feedback, because it's going to be tough for you to maintain your low back contact as your legs get closer and closer to the floor. There, your legs, the weight of your legs is going to try to pull your low back into extension, and you are resisting that with your abdominal muscles. You can hold on to a table leg for extra stabilization with this one. This exercise also has a great transfer to heavy barbell lifts, where you want to maintain a neutral brace position while moving your limbs. You can make this exercise easier by bending your knee and more difficult by extending your knee. This changes the distance from your core muscles to the end of your foot, effectively making the weight your core is resisting lighter or heavier. And it's a great way to scale this exercise for anyone. You can also do both legs at the same time or one at a time. Doing one at a time will add an anti rotation element as well. And the same options here apply to legs as well as arms if you are doing the full dead bug. You can do legs and arms at the same time, but I think doing legs only while stabilizing with your arms is the best way to learn the skill of breathing and bracing. Happy breathing and bracing for those who celebrate Supine 90-90 isometric and dynamic leg lowering anti-extension dead bug variation exercise.